Hello, Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Back again, man. So as you can see, man, this is actually after lunch. Continuing on from yesterday a little bit. See what tomorrow brings. But went and had me some lunch and started loading that video. And we just cleaned up the files and ended up losing my intro, which I tried to change it up, so no big deal. I was running out of dang memory, so I cleaned it up and lost all my files, man. So anyway, we're out here. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. I need to build me one of those horses, man, peeling horses. Out here, as you can see, trying to, that knot ain't going nowhere, man. I did get it. Woo, doggy, I just about chopped my leg off, man. Not getting too crazy with this, but this one's 10 foot. I don't know if you can really see behind me. This is the post I'm going to use to support the roof over that shed. And when Miss Kitty came out a little bit ago, you know, I kept on saying, oh, I ain't sure what let me tell you something about draw knifing too, man. Don't get all, because you'll just work yourself, man. Just glide it, dude. There ain't nothing to it, man. As long as you got a sharp draw knife. Oh, Miss Kitty came out and told me, I was telling you, we were talking about all the different things that shed's been. I was all, man, do you remember what the first thing I built this thing for? And if you go back on the videos, it was a bathhouse, man. I had that old, that's around here somewhere, but I had that, man, right now, everything that was piled in there, you can see all the, man, it was pretty clear and nice back here, but it just takes me a minute to cluster it all back up. But that was the bathhouse, man. I had that little green tub, and that's why I'd left it kind of open air, was to you know, let the light in and all that. We knew we wouldn't be using it in the winter time, so that's why it was all open. And then from there it went to a greenhouse, or not a greenhouse, but ended up being a goat house and a chicken house and a storage. And now we have decided that it's going to be I'm going to get it all sealed up and stuff. We're actually going to use it to put all the eBay stuff in there, and then have a, you know, because we use bins. You know, I've showed over the time on our eBay stuff, which, man, you can turn it, go over to Mountain Junkers, you know, as I go along, because I'll show as after I get it done, we set it up and stuff, because I'm going to have a table so we can, and a chair in there so that we can pull a bin over, you know, because we got, said, man, not counting other places we sell, we have right at 1,000 items on eBay, which is a lot of bins of goodies. So sometimes you gotta sit around and go through all them bins, so it'd be nice to have a nice little area to do that. But don't think you want to sit here and watch me. Maybe you do. Peel logs. Oh, it smells so good. I wish I'd smell-o-vision again. I was just watching a thing on a documentary, and they were talking about that it will come, man. They're working on a thing where you can smell stuff over the screen. So that'll be interesting. So anyway, man, I'm going to click this off, but this post, what the plan is, I'm going to get this one peeled, and then I got the one, I think I showed it in yesterday's video. I've got the lodge pole running across for the other truss or whatever you want to call it, running across there, and then I'm going to put in all the cripples between the three of them, you know, for bracing and something to nail to or to screw to with the, because I'm trying to lean down is wearing me out, dude. But, so I put all the cripples in there, beef it up, put this post over here on the triangle, which you can kind of see about where the ladder is. And this post will run down, support those three, and we'll tie all that in, and then lock all those together, and then I'll start putting the metal on. So we'll see how much of it I show on this. Figured though I'd start off showing the peeling of this, and then I'll probably show when I get the beam up, and who knows what this video will finish off with. You just never know around here, man. Good morning. This is the next morning. Getting ready. I'll show you here in a second. Getting ready to get back after this building. Get it. Hoping to get the metal roofing and stuff on there. So let's show you what I did. So got a post. I just got it on a pier block there. Got the post, got it up here, and then I'm gonna lag it. I got a couple other, got a bracket and stuff I'm gonna put on it just cause. And then I put these slats, so you can see there. Probably gonna fill in a couple more spots, and then I'm gonna roll tar paper over it, and gotta get the compressor. Gotta pull all the. You know, you roll the tools out, man. It's chilly this morning. You can kind of see the. Oops. Kind of see. But anyway, so I'm gonna roll paper over. And then I got the wings coming down this way. Still got a lot of stuff to dial in up there on that. It goes from cold. Man, I've been enlisting all morning because it was cold out here. But man, the temps from now through the weekend are just supposed to be amazing. So we're gonna start rolling this junk out, and then I'll just set this over here. And so all my old tar paper. Pick up yard sales and all that, of course. Kind of stockpile it up. I have a couple more rolls over there. It saves me money and keeps it from going to the dump or something. Man. Dude, there's so much going on in our county now that it's you know, man, dump truck, cement, concrete trucks. I can see, man, when I look down through the creek bottom, man, I can see down there, and I can see the road going by, and dude, I can't even express how man, our county. We took a drive the other day and drove around, and you know, on some back roads, stuff that we hadn't been on for a little bit, and dude, there is new houses and stuff going up everywhere. It's crazy. Look at that, man. You know, if you're building or building a homestead or anything, and you're trying to do it on the cheap or you know, reclaimed or reused, just like the tar paper and any building materials. Obviously, we're always hauling in lumber and metal roofing and all that kind of stuff. But fasteners is something else that, man, any yard sales I pick up. I got 2 jugs like this that was completely full for $1 a jug. And these are cap nails for putting down the paper. And if you've ever bought cap nails, you know they are not a cheap thing. And then I actually bought a full box, brand new box of for the metal, you know, with the little rubber hex head. It's a 1/4-inch hex heads with the rubber seal cap on it. And I bought the whole box for $5. I think that's like a $60 box of screws. So man, just keep always look, man, especially when you go to that's one of my favorite things to find at estate sales and stuff, man, is out there in the garage, and they just got all that, you know, all the excess stuff out there, man, for cheap. That's something with when you're putting your paper on. If you're on something really steep, you know, obviously, you know, back when I was roofing, I roofed for 2 or 3 years, but you know, then you know you get those crazy ones. You know, we'd have tie-offs. You don't be tied off and stuff up on top. When you're doing something smaller like this, especially this small, what I'm gonna do is grab my tape measure and measure, and then cut the paper down here on the ground and just go up with the one piece, you know, and then just cut the next piece and all that. Just a lot easier than hoofing that roll up and down that ladder and, you know, trying to keep it up on that stick. So, just over that, set my camera on, and lo and behold, I think it's their home, man. Can't have that. Anyway, so still got to get up here. I got another piece. I got a 4 foot and what was it? A 4 foot and a 6 foot piece of paper to put on, and then we'll be ready to metal. Put the metal on. You can see it up there. Still got to fill in this. I got to frame this in here, and then I'll put paper on it. As soon as I get the 2 more pieces of paper put on, and then as I'm going along, I'll just jump over here and frame this in and put another section of roofing there. But I'm gonna jump from this. I did pull 1 piece of metal, tin, and that's the main centerpiece up there. So I may put it on, or I may just wait. But I'm gonna jump from the roof and get the walls, because that's the, you know, tar paper basically is just a temporary roof. You know, when you're building a house, you put it on. You know, and it's an extra barrier when you roof over the top of it, but it's basically a temporary roofing, so it'll keep the moisture and stuff out. So then I'm going to jump over to the walls, and then Miss Kitty and I was talking, and you know, obviously still got to get wood, and we're going to get wood and all that, but well, I've got everything trying to set you down here, man. So that's why I got everything out here, rolled out, tools and everything rolled out. Figure might as well throw on the rest of the slats. You can't really see it over here though. I got this framed in. It's the snow cover, and that'll be another good storage, another roof. And then I've got my army wall. It's actually from a wall tent, but a tarp over the top over there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the little lean-to off the front of the blacksmith shop or whatever. And I want to put walls on it too, but I figure since all the tools are over here and we're rolling along on this, I'll throw these roofs up. The stuff that I have to do, you know, the insulating and all that, man, I can do on rainy days and everything. I do have some framing and stuff to do over there, but that one, man, that's probably the best roof on this whole property. Never did get, I'm wanting, you know, when you look at my cabin, I got that weird hump. I was hoping to tear that whole hump out and rebuild that, you know, this summer, and it just didn't play out. And it keeps the water out and everything, so it's good for now. But that whole hump, when you see that, I'm actually going to square it off, and it's just going to be a little pony wall, and then it'll drop down to that other roof. That'll be sometime down the road. But right now, man, I'm concentrating on roofs, so that's what it is, man. That's what I'm doing today. But I think I'm going to end this one. We'll show, you know, just the filming, man. I just want to get this stuff done. We may run up the mountain a little bit later today. We shall see, and if we do, we'll take you along. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Helps keep the lights on, the videos coming, and the home fire's burning, the propane tanks food. And check out the links below. Huge sale going on the eBay store, so check it out. And check out the, please go over and check out the Mountain Junkers. Hoping to get a video on there. I may jump off of this to go do that and show some treasures and stuff on the Mountain Junkers today. So, man, just busy, dude. Just busy, crazy. So, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.